What's going on, guys? Messi here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to your daily dose of transfer content. And today it is going to be Saturday the 15th of August. We have confirmed deals to go through as well as the rumours. So just before we get started, if you could do out good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box, and the current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time. There'll be a new video for you to look forward to. And finally, drop a comment below. I'll try to respond to as many as I can. Right, so first up today, FC Porto have signed 28-year-old Tondela goalkeeper Claudio Ramos. He's on a 4-year contract, and I imagine he's replacing the retiring Iker Casillas. Wigan striker Kiefer Moore has completed a £2 million move to Cardiff City, and he has signed a 3-year contract. Former Inter Milan player Jonathan Biabiany, who is also a bit of a FIFA icon back in the day, he has signed for third-tier Spanish side San Fernando, and it's a free transfer. He signed a 2-year contract with the club, and he's joined from Italian second division side Trapani. I also forgot to mention at the start that with the comments below, I noticed someone mentioned a couple days ago, like, does he ever reply? I actually reply to like 95% or more of comments every single day. Just, I don't respond when I wake up, I do it just before I go to bed to try and cover as many as possible. But back onto what you're all here for, and that is transfer news. So today Arsenal have confirmed the signing of Brazilian international Willian, and he signed a 3-year deal. That's after the 32-year-old's contract with Chelsea expired. The Blues had offered the player a new deal and wanted him to stay, but they were unwilling to match what the Gunners had on the table. And the rumours are that he's set to earn £220,000 a week, though some other places are suggesting that's not true, it's about £100,000. Lazio have reached a deal to sign 26-year-old Kosovan striker Vedat Murici, and it's from Fenerbahce, and this story is from Sport Italia. The Serie A side will pay about €18 million for the forward, who is set to sign a 5-year contract. Inter's proposed deal to sign Chelsea left-back Emerson, it hinges on the future of Antonio Kante, and this story is according to Calcio Mercato. It's claimed a 5-year contract with the player has already been agreed, but there remains some uncertainty as to whether Kante will remain at Inter for next season, because there's a bit of tension between him and the club's owners. His future is set to be decided once their Europa League campaign does come to an end, and Emerson's move does pretty much hinge on that meeting. The Times are saying that West Ham have slapped a price tag of £80 million on Declan Rice. This is amid renewed interest from Chelsea. It's reported that Hammers have rejected a swap deal including Michy Batshuayi and Ross Barkley, and they have little intention of selling Rice this summer. And I said a couple days ago that Sky Sports reported a £50 million bid, but that was actually denied. A bit of a strange story now is that Arsenal are set to conduct an internal investigation that's into their £72 million signing of Nicola Pepe last summer, and this comes after claims they vastly overpaid. This is part of the club's wide-ranging review of their transfer activity, and they're looking to see where they can improve on. Olympiacos are trying to sign ex-Bayern Munich fullback Rafinha, and this is according to Sky Sports in Germany. The 34-year-old is currently playing in Brazil with Flamengo and is tied to them until 2021, but the Greek Giants could snap him up for free because of a clause in his current contract. He's already agreed personal terms with Olympiacos, but Flamengo want him to stay. Foot Mercato are saying Manchester United loanee Odion IGHALO is on Paris Saint-Germain's transfer shortlist, and first contact has now been made. The French champions are looking to fill the void left by Edinson Cavani, and they view IGHALO as an affordable target. And as I mentioned, he is only a loanee to United, and he's there until January 2021. I think they have an option to buy, but he's still owned by CSL side Shanghai Shenhua. Valentino Lazaro is a summer transfer target for Borussia Mönchengladbach, and this story is from Kicker. The Austrian spent last season or half of last season on loan at Newcastle United, where he played both as a right back and a right winger. His parent club Inter are said to be willing to sell the 24-year-old this summer, and Gladbach are rumoured to be keen on a deal, as are fellow Bundesliga club Bayer Leverkusen. Inter Milan and Juventus are both keen on signing Edin Dzeko from Roma, and the striker would be available this summer for about 15 million euros, and that short story is from Calcio Mercato. Donny van der Beek says he is proud to play for Ajax, and he'll not complain if he does not get a move away from the club, that's amid interest from Manchester United and Real Madrid. The Netherlands international concedes that leaving the club this year is pretty unlikely. That's due to the messy situation caused by the coronavirus pandemic. There were rumours a couple months ago that he had agreed to join Real Madrid and United at some point, but now it looks like he will be staying at Ajax for a little bit longer. Next up, according to Corriere dello Sport again, they're saying Diego Perotti will likely be sold by Roma this summer. Both Fenerbahce and Saudi Arabian club Al Shabab have shown interest in Perotti, who's expected to cost about 2 million euros. Everton want to sign midfielder Allan from Napoli, and this is according to the Daily Express. The Brazilian has been linked with an exit from the Stadio São Paulo this summer. That's as manager Gattuso revamps his squad, and he could reunite with former Napoli manager Carlo Ancelotti at Goodison Park. Napoli are keen to sell the 29-year-old, but it remains to be seen how much the Toffees are willing to pay. And back in January, it looked like he was pretty close to a move then, and it was a reported £30 million fee, but the most recent story suggests about 25 million may be enough. On loan Sevilla fullback Sergio Reguilon is a subject of interest from Arsenal, Chelsea and Napoli. The 23-year-old is not part of Real Madrid's plans for next season, and they're willing to let him leave for about 25 million euros, and that story is from AS. We have known about Chelsea's interest for a bit of time now, as they see him as a good alternative to Ben Chilwell, and Napoli want a loan deal with the option to buy, but it's the very first time I've seen Arsenal linked to him. Fabrizio Romano is saying that Felipe Coutinho has been offered to Arsenal, and now Arsenal will decide if they want to sign him or not. And Coutinho's agent has come out and said that he does want to return to the Premier League this summer, but he's also said that the Barca midfielder, he could well remain at the new camp despite being linked with a Premier League move. And he does have a massive contract. That's probably what's putting Arsenal off at this point in time. But if they do bring him in, I think they do fantastic for them. Napoli have a gentleman's agreement with Lille, that's to sign centre-back Gabriel, that is should Kalidou Koulibaly leave the club. Sky Italia have reported that Everton had a €20 million bid rejected for the defender, and the likes of Manchester United and Arsenal are also interested. Lille have given Napoli priority on the deal, that's to see how the Koulibaly situation does pan out. So if a Senegalese centre-back goes, Gabriel will replace him. Liverpool have made their first official contact with Bayern regarding Thiago. The Premier League champions already have an agreement in principle with the player, and that first part of the story is from Bild. The player would love to join and Klopp wants him, and they're still working on Wijnaldum to sign a new contract. Bayern want no less than €30 million to sell Thiago, it's now up to Liverpool. And the second part is from Fabrizio Romano. He then goes on to say Liverpool don't want to pay 30 million. The reasons for this is because he's 29 years old and has just 10 months left on his current deal. However, they are working with Bayern to find a solution. And that ties in with a quote from Bayern's CEO a couple days ago that if a club approaches us and is willing to pay a fair transfer fee, we will work on it. So I think this transfer will happen, or at least it will advance, but it will happen once Bayern Munich's Champions League campaign comes to an end. And referring to yesterday's story about Thiago potentially going to Man City, it looks like City have denied any type of interest. And the next story is from the Daily Mirror. They're saying Borussia Dortmund are expecting Barcelona, Real Madrid, PSG and Liverpool. They're expecting them all to fight Manchester United for Jadon Sancho. That's if he stays at the club for one more year. The England star is now expected to remain in Germany this season, with the Red Devils struggling to agree a transfer fee, and interest only expected to grow in the attacker. And Borussia Dortmund's CEO did say, "We are Westphalians. To us, the word definite means definite. Jadon will play for us for the 2020-2021 season. There's no room for interpretation." So it looks like Dortmund are essentially doubling down on their quotes from a couple days ago, that Sancho, the deadline wasn't met and he will be playing for them next season. Now we'll have to wait and see if United do make a massive offer, and will their stance change? We'll have to wait and see. Inter Milan are considering a move for Chelsea midfielder N'Golo Kante, and this is according to Gazzetta dello Sport. Antonio Conte's side are keen to boost their midfield options for the next campaign, and Chelsea apparently don't see Kante as untransferable, so they are willing to listen to offers for him, and the Nerazzurri could look to capitalise on the potential availability, though it doesn't mention how much he would cost. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So if you could do out good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box, and the current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time, there'll be a new video for you to look forward to. So thank you for watching, I'll see you next time.